Okay, we are on. Hello, everyone. This is Hugo from SSW, and I'm with the EasyLeave team for today's sprint review. EasyLeave is part of TimePro, and it's a nice tool to help you manage your leave request easily. So let's have a look at the summary email. For this sprint, we had two main goals. First one was to record public done videos, which we did, and we will also have to record new versions of that after your feedback, Adam. And we wanted to work on locking the timesheets created by EasyLeave. It's like 99% done. We just missed one field in the form, which is not locked. So we'll just have to fix that real quick. Let's have a look at the backlog. So we have a bunch of done things in there. The cool stuff in there is, the first cool thing is about impersonation. We can now have people, have admins create timesheets for others. So if you're either Jimmy, Anna, Stefan, or Jean right here, you can create timesheets and edit them for others. So that looks like this. In that case, I can create, I made myself an admin in local and I can create timesheets for Gilles. So yeah, it's working nice. And if you're not an admin, and you try to do the same thing, then the buttons are all grayed out and you can't edit things.
And how do you know that you need to get permission? Obviously the user is going to know that they're not allowed to do it, but how do they get it fixed? There's no warning. So there's a general concept, like on some screens that are very complicated, let's just say a mortgage screen with a lot of fields everywhere. And the OK button, the save button is disabled. The user knows, okay, I haven't entered the right interest rate somewhere or something. I don't know what to do. So it's sometimes better to have the button enabled. You click it and say, sorry, can't save because the interest rate term is too low or something. Right. So if they click something like this, they can see it's disabled, but they don't know how to get it undisabled. I don't know what the problem is.
I would suggest just putting a warning message next to the buttons at the top, saying you don't have permissions to edit this, or you don't have permissions to manage leave, something like that.
Yes, I agree.
I consider that a nice to have, by the way. It's not blocking.
Okay, let's add that. Yeah, sure. And then the next cool bit was about locking the timesheets. Like I said, it's not entirely done, but Chloe can still say a few words about this.
Yes. So thanks to Hugo, he added a new column input source to the timesheet table. So now we can determine whether a timesheet was created by EasyLeave or not. So now if a timesheet was created by EasyLeave, it will be read only and locked from editing. In case if a user really want to edit their timesheet, there's a button on the bottom to unlock timesheet with warning. It looks like this. So that's it.
Yeah, and once you click unlock, then you can edit the timesheet as usual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to suggest that the cancel is not a button. It's a It's a link.
Yeah, we try to make this consistent.
Yeah.
Yes, and then it's something weird about saying "Are you sure?" and then the text "Are you sure?" It would better to be the top text should be unlock or enable timesheets or
Agreed.
Yeah. It's more sense like this. Yeah. All right. Let's go back to the summary email. That's about it for this sprint. In it.
No, there's one thing to discuss. That's the to be discussed.
This afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we can do it now. No, we can do it now. Yeah. That's okay.
There is a point of decision for you, Adam. About date formats. So we have a problem with some people using some settings using Mac OS. Sorry, in Mac OS, what you can do is define your settings as being English American, but then define your date format as being Australian or Western world kind of, day, month, year. Problem is Angular cannot read from that subsetting. So the two options are either one, we read from the user settings, which is the general setting. And in Brady's case, for instance, that'd be English US. And so all dates will be displayed in English US because that's his setting. Or in the app, we force it to be Australian, which is what we do in the rest of TimePro, I believe. But doesn't really make sense if we want to make this product generic and sellable on the public market. So either
you have
from
to
the settings.
you have to respect from the settings. Yeah, you shouldn't hard code formats.
Correct. I agree with that, but that does mean that Brady and Wixie, which had the problem, and probably others at SSW, will have the issue if their preferred language is set to US with a specific date format set up under macOS, which is probably about 40% of our users.
Wow.
So bear in mind that this might be a problem, but there's no easy fix.
Yeah, I get it.
What do you reckon we should do?
So you're happy to keep on using default settings or user settings and
Yes,
and not
I
hard-coded?
think we should be. Yeah, we should be respecting the user's computer settings, and we should be putting a document link, TimePro/docs, and link off to that from the UI.
Yeah, TimePro/docs is a bigger conversation because there's many points where we need to document stuff, but I do agree.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we should do that. Yep, cool.
Okay.
We can mark this
Yeah.
one as done then, and as per conversation with Adam.
Yeah.
I would consider it done once there's a doc. There's a URL that you are pointing to.
Right.
If it's too hard, you can screenshot that and put it into the actual app itself, which would be bad, but you could.
Yeah, okay.
Just look at how yakshaver.io is done.
Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah. No worries. So yeah, that's it for this sprint. Then I've updated the usage statistics. We've got 3 new users this week. We've got Louise, Ben, and Suzanne that tried EasyLeave. That's pretty nice. We now have 15 users. So, and I guess if you're still planning on telling everyone in Brisbane that they can use EasyLeave next week would be nuts. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so you guys are ready for me to announce that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, great.
Quick show of hands. Who thinks we're ready?
Everyone. Okay.
What's your feel, Adam?
Well, I'm basing it on this data. And where did you land with the accountants? Which accountants have given a test pass?
So they're currently not test pass, but the fix is ready to deploy and will be deployed sometime this afternoon. And I'm hoping Stefan can do a test tomorrow and get it off. But we have a common understanding and we are all aligned. It's just a matter of implementation, which shouldn't take long. Don't quote me on this, even if it's recorded.
Can you tell me what was the thing that the accountants wanted, and should have I thought about this in the beginning and told you?
Can PBI?
Yeah, we can have a look at PBI. It's a very long conversation, however, with a lot of information back and forth that is not documented in the PBI because it was verbally discussed. But basically, the idea is that the accountants wants the app to be dumb and record what the user is inputting, which is great, but also creates a bunch of inconsistencies in some specific scenarios. The main scenario that is posing problem is creating a leave that spans for a day and a half. Because spanning a day and a half means that you get a full day, which is easy to calculate, but also half a day, which is impossible to calculate if we don't know when the user is supposed to start work, right? So the fix for that is to do a bunch of calculation, but also prevent users altogether to create a leave that spans a day and a half. So now users can do full days spanning multiple days, no problems, or a partial day that spans, how many hours you need for a given day, but not both at the same time. There is a
Right.
path, a happy path forward to bundle both in a different UI, and there'll be UI responsibility to kind of manage this, but that's too complicated to ship for now. And it's an edge case as per conversation with Stefan and Jimmy. And everybody's happy because currently that's what users have to do anyway. So if you want to take a day and a half today, without EasyLeave, you create 2 appointments, and EasyLeave will work just the same, except that it goes much, much faster.
Yeah.
Is that a good way
All
to
right.
summarize?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that.
I
Okay.
guess it wasn't that hard.
Let's move on. I've updated the deployment section. We did
Only 3?
yeah.
That's bad.
Sorry, boss. Wanted to do a 4th one this morning, but no. Sorry, boss. The roadmap has not been updated. We are still in the same state as last week, so we're still working on the timesheets and the public holidays and UX improvements.
This timesheet's done, right?
I consider the locking the timesheets in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Then on to the sprint retro. It'll be a quick one this week. We're all happy that we recorded 3 cool videos, and now we are also happy that we got your feedback, Adam. So we will record V2 of those videos for next sprints. We worked on lots of UI and UX polish, and we still have some work to do. Feedback on various screens like the reports. We did not get new test pass this sprint, but we are close to getting ones from the accountants. So I guess that's still good. Do you want to add something to that? No?
Yes, I'm happy that we finally got it sorted with the accountants, and that we have a common agreement. That's I was a big conversation point and pain point even. So that's all sorted. I think also everybody is happy now. I don't think there is any big feature missing. So it's a semi-test pass for everyone. But I don't think there's anything bad this sprint. No, I can't think of anything. Adam?
Well, one good thing, it looks like Chloe has a test pass, I think. And actually, both your videos were really good enough to test pass. Obviously we're going to do a new version because it's worth it. But look, they're really, they're as good as gold. They're 98% done.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah, I'm being over fussy asking for a new version. But hopefully the new version will be faster. They were kind of long and not as snappy as you would hope for. But not many people have to watch Gilles' one, so it doesn't matter if it's longer. Your one will matter. Yours has got to have have a Red Bull before you record it.
Right. I'll try. Yeah. That wraps it up for this review and retro. Let's have a quick look at the planning for next sprint. So we will first try to record those V2 and finish what we have the works, so the timesheet log and the leave length calculation we just discussed.
Can you put in brackets the third one in brackets? Accountants feedback.
Yeah.
Just so it's clear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the rest of the sprint we will focus on UI and UX to have EasyLeave look the best it can. So yeah. Do you have any questions about this, Adam?
No.
Right then. I guess we are done. As usual, the summary video will be on TimePro's channel on YouTube. You can get there by clicking on this red button on the top right here. It was Hugo and the guys from EasyLeave for this sprint review. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Recording terminated.